Hey guys, how you doing? Chad Tracy back here with another video. I had 19 years in 2 months before I was terminated by two officers that conspired together, and here I am fighting for my job still, or actually my pension, because that's what it boils down to. It would have been 25 years this past October, and here we are, guys. We're back. So got a lot of information to put out there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get everything into this video. This is my old uniform I used to wear right here. This is the old academy. Good stuff. I also have my college degree. I have to get up there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just extremely busy with everything. Can't do anything. I was gonna do the also the store that you can buy like shirts and stuff. I just haven't had a chance to set it up. My apologies. But I do want to elaborate on this a little bit. First and foremost, New Jersey DOC, you need to pay your bill. New Jersey DOC, you need to pay your bills. That's the reason why the last class went through the academy, and they were held back about 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it is, because whomever you make the payments to at that vest place, whatever the carrier was or whoever supplies them, wouldn't go forward because there was a past due balance, and they weren't crediting anything more. So, you know, Miss Kuhn or whomever that's in charge of that, pay your bills. You're making DOC look really, really bad. I mean, I do have the clown music on, as you can see, or hear, I should say. So it pretty much represents you, top of the heap, Miss Kuhn, Mrs. whatever, it doesn't even matter. It's a circus up there, and you are an issue up there. You're part of the problem. I'm gonna call it what it is. It is what it is, and you don't like it, I guess you're gonna have to sue me, right? Because that's what, you're an attorney, so do what you got to do, I guess. Yeah, so that's the reason why that it was late, was because DOC didn't pay their bill to the vest carrier. It wasn't because of anybody else other than DOC not making payment to the supplier of the vest. Number two, that was the first one. Number two, we had a gentleman, I'm not going to use any names in regards to him, was an excellent dude. Unfortunately, he got tied up with some ammo stuff. Great guy. I knew him. It's unfortunate. A lot of unfortunate things unraveled in his life, and that's the reason why I would imagine he did it. I can't even really speak on it. It's just unfortunate. I wish the guy the best. I hope for him the best. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't just allow him to retire, because they let the other acting commissioner, I believe, she was under investigation. I forget her name right now. They allowed her to retire, and I remember reading in an article that Miss Kuhn said, Commissioner Kuhn said that they would definitely pursue anyone who violates the law. Well, Miss Kuhn, aren't you violating the law? Are you not, or are you? I guess when you're part of the good old boys club, it doesn't matter, right? But let's see. So I guess when you're part of internal affairs, SID, which is a friggin' joke at New Jersey DOC, and I guess when you're, what am I looking at? Trying to see here. So, damn, I forget what I was gonna say here. Yeah, so I got that. I want to touch on a couple other things. So you had SID and the professional standards union. I don't know if that's the same thing as SID or what, but you had a civilian or an officer. I'm not even sure if it was an officer on civilian or civilian on civilian or what have you, but you literally had a fist fight a couple months ago at on your unit at Trenton, on your grounds, Miss Kuhn, and they literally got in a fist fight. So I'm sure that you knew about it. And we want to talk about me allegedly calling people names and threatening. But you got officers and civilians fighting on grounds, and they get days off, 30 days off, 60 days off, whatever it may have been. And I'm still fighting for my job 6 years later. And you, Miss Kuhn, were part of the OER that charged me, and now you're the commissioner. Man, I guess it doesn't matter when you're part of the good old boys club, right? But I guess it is what it is, right? Let me say this. So I have an issue here. I find it very, very interesting, and maybe somebody can help me out with this. And if I misspeak, I'll definitely say so. But when civilians transition over to the police and firemen's pension, meaning when a social worker becomes, I guess, an administrator, I believe they transfer over to from PERS to the police and fire pension system. And to my understanding and my knowledge that, for instance, if you're a social worker and you're paying into PERS, which I don't know the exact amount, I'm just giving an example of $150, say, a pay, right? And we're paying $600 a pay into our pensions, right? And they carry their time of 10 years or 15 years, right? Or even, let's just say 20 years of pension time from PERS into police and firemen's pension. So you got a $450 difference. Why is police and fire absorbing that money and allowing these people, the social workers, or even the commissioner, because I believe that's where she came from, the social worker side, how are they able to get into the police and firemen's pension without recouping or being made to pay into the full amount of pension for all those years that they weren't? How come they're not made to do so? Can somebody help me out with that? Because I'm under the impression that they don't have to pay anything back, and they get absorbed in the police and firemen's pension instantaneously, and that's not fair. So if you have anybody out there that's watching or that knows about this, hit up the Trey 1975, the TREYY 1975, or give me a phone call and let me know. Because I just find that very, very interesting that if that's what's happening, that's a loophole that needs to be taken care of. And I also have an understanding that our PBA 105 is not supporting that COLA raise, which is I think it's either 500 or 600 that we fall into when we retired. I have an understanding that PBA 105 is not helping out in that situation, is not backing them. And they're like, oh, that's not part of our union anymore because, you get pushed over to the retirement. So they're like, well, why should we even support that? So my question is to you, 105, PBA 105, or any of you people that are worth listening to, because I know a lot of you don't have backbones in 105. Let me know what's going on there. Somebody's going to get hurt. I hope nobody gets hurt. We're running extremely short in all the jails, and they're not closing down shops or running. They continue to run inmates. Administration doesn't care. People are getting voluntarily coming in on their days off, and they're getting mandatoried and being made to stay there. But we're going to get into some real talk next video. It's going to be named Real Talk. And I'm also going to put all my investigation footage in my videos from start to finish. I'm going to cover up their faces. but we're going to put everything out there. And we're going to let you know where DOC fucked up at, because the investigation was horrendous. And if they're not willing to settle and they're making me go the full way, then I'm just going to keep exposing them for what they are. I have, hold on, let me get this. So I got this little DVD player here. I had to go buy it off of Amazon. It's like 50 bucks. And all of the DVDs that we'll be getting from my attorney, we'll be playing them. And we're going to start with mine. And we're going to go from there. And we're going to also manage that. Remember when I told you in one of the first couple videos when I said that I needed to talk to someone, you know, I'm not feeling myself, you know, so on and so forth. We're going to let you know exactly where in that video where my video was cut up. There was 2 different parts that my video was cut up that I said it 2 different times during my investigation with SID. And it's going to show the number footage on there. So we're going to get to that and we're going to expose them for what they do. They actually did cut it out and give it to me. So, you know, if DOC is not going to look back into this, or if nobody's going to look back into it, I'm just going to put everything out there on YouTube and continue. And we're going to go from there. So we look forward to many more videos. And I'm going to have another guest come in shortly. And we'll see. All right, guys, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Listen, that gentleman, the lieutenant, excellent guy. I wish him the best. Had some unfortunate things happen in his life. I'm gonna say some prayers for you, my man, my brother, and wish you the best. That's one thing. Maybe DOC, maybe some of the heads in the department can maybe give him some help, get him some help instead of prosecuting him. I mean, that would probably be the most beneficial thing to do. But you know how they are. They don't give 2 shits about their officers. And that's what happens. So they give them help, they're going to prosecute them. That's how they do it. All right, guys, I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. I hope nothing ever happens to any of you in there. And be safe, guys. Take care.